Yeah! This is no game! Prepare yourself! Evolution 2022 back at the Mandalay Bay in Las Vegas!
Perfect!
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is iChrisPanda from FNFGC. And I'm here to talk to you guys about Evo 2022. There was a lot of things that actually occurred in Evo 22. Lots of reveals, lots of announcements, lots of things to talk about. And it was just too much for one reaction video to cover. And I know that Boss is putting out his reactions and his kind of like data filings, but I figured it'd be best if I can just make an Evo reaction. So I would love to generally just kind of show some highlights for things, kind of generally react to them, because not even just at Evo itself, but leading up to Evo, there was some banger announcements. And whoo boy, if you missed out, you missed out on some good ass fighting game footage and some banger ass reveals. So that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about the news that was there, and you're here to do it with us on FNFGC. So if you like this video, be sure to leave us a like, comment, share, and subscribe to us on the channel. Hit the notification bell to stay up to date whenever we go live with any content here. And without any further ado, let's just start talking about Evo 22. So right off the bat, one of the first things I would love to get into discussing was Marvel 2 is back. Thanks to the fine folks at Arcade 1UP, they were able to basically revive Marvel 2. They hashtag freed MVC2 and brought us the new Marvel vs. Capcom 2 cabinet coming this fall with online play, and not only featuring Marvel vs. Capcom 2, but featuring Marvel 2, Marvel 1, Marvel Superheroes, X-Men vs. Street Fighter, Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter, War of the Gems, X-Men Children of the Atom, and X-Men Mutant Apocalypse, I believe is the last one. It's a lot. Tons of games, worth every penny, and I think it's going to retail for close to $600. So if you're interested in that, I would highly advise getting it. It is the only way you'll be able to get every Marvel game currently in a new format, and it's going to be phenomenal. Then there was Melty Blood news before Melty Blood even finished. Melty Blood actually revealed that they got 2 new characters in NecoArc and MASH. So that's awesome. So you got those 2 new characters, which are going to be free, mind you. So they're going to be free in the middle of August, specifically, I believe, August 19th, in a new free update, which is going to give them new stages, new character stories, and just awesome content. If you're a Melty Blood fan, the free content that this game has been getting has been astounding. But not only that, after Melty Blood's finals concluded, more information was revealed that the game is getting a huge adjustment. So they're going to be getting new things that relate to the shield system, the moon drive, neutralization, the way combos are handled, dashes, you name it. There's just one thing that's always going to be changed consistently, and so much more. There's going to be new improvements to the networking, finally. So there's going to be better ranks for easier to find matches. There's going to be a better search function in general. There's going to be better replay mode and better rank matches, better player matches. It's going to be fantastic. I actually am super excited about this, because Melty Blood felt like one of those games that was just on the cusp of being amazing, but not great. And I feel like having this extra content and having the free characters come out so consistently, because they're not only doing those characters, there's more that they just haven't announced yet. It's phenomenal. So it's great. Oh yeah, did I mention on Friday, the Persona 4 Arena Ultimax rollback was just out. It just came out. It just really just dropped. It dropped on Friday for PlayStation 4 and went into public beta for Steam users. And there's a little bit of like a way to get into the beta on Steam, but like I said, it's free. It's not that difficult. You're able to get into it, able to utilize it, and you're able to use the rollback functionality in Persona 4 Arena Ultimax, which is fantastic because if it's an Arxis game, let me tell you, the rollback has been pretty good. If you played Blaze Blue, BB Tag, if you played Central Fiction, you're probably going to love this because it's just as good. Moving on, Skullgirls New Character, Marie, was revealed as the final character for the Season Pass. It'll be coming later this year, so that is incredible. If you're a Skullgirls fan, you will definitely love that. I have recently been getting into Skullgirls not too long ago, and let me tell you, it's super fun. I have the Season Pass, and I think this is going to be sweet. Marie was basically the end boss of the original Skullgirls campaign, or arcade ladder, whatever you may call it. So having her finally in the game is going to just feel like she's right at home. Samurai Shodown. Samurai Shodown came out in 2019, was not featured again at Evo this year. Very upsetting, but it did fall off. It fell off because the netcode was unapologetically bad. And in a game where you definitely needed the timing and precision to be key to make the best decisions possible for your player actions, bad netcode made a difference, and it made a big difference. And now we're getting rollback netcode to Samurai Shodown. Is it better late than never? Maybe, but I think this is actually a perfect thing to happen. It's something to revitalize the game again. And while it's not coming immediately, it will be coming probably sometime later next year. And I think the player base for Samurai Shodown and the people who like SNK games are probably going to enjoy that because there's more from SNK. And I'll get into that really, really soon. But I did want to announce that Granblue Fantasy Versus is getting a community league. And that's really great. It's really great to see that happen because Granblue Fantasy Versus also came out roughly around the same time around the Samurai Shodown. And it also has struggled through the pandemic. The netcode has never been too solid, but it has been stable enough for people to play. And it's just suffered as a result. It could have been probably one of the most prominent games out there, and it just kind of fell flat as a result. So it was really upsetting, but hopefully this will revitalize the community even further. It's sad that there was no announcement of rollback netcode for this game because I feel like that's the end-all be-all for your fighting game. And right now, you kind of want to have that happen. So it's really upsetting that you don't put that in their game, but there is always time for them to do so. Dragon Ball Fighterz.
With the latest update we just released a few weeks ago, we believe that Dragon Ball Fighterz has been tuned to its finest. So we do not have future plans for any new characters or balance adjustments. But here's the good news, as you have heard from her, we have decided to implement rollback netcode to Dragon Ball Fighterz.
Thank you.
Also was announced to have rollback netcode. Wow, I can't even say that. Rollback netcode included into their package. And it's really great because Dragon Ball Fighterz, another game that suffered from needing better precision for a lot of inputs, just not having it because of netcode restrictions. But it's going to be coming in the near future, or at least in the future at some point. And they're going to be putting it out on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. If you have the PS4 version, you'll be able to upgrade, and the Xbox One version is going to be upgradable through Smart Delivery. PC version is just going to update like normally, as long as you have the recommended specs for rollback, and you'll be able to switch between delay and rollback if need be. Now, rollback, for those who don't know, is just a better version of delay-based netcode, but it rolls back to the nearest frame of basically interruption. So, if you're not really getting any interruptions, delay-based netcode feels fine. But rollback is better for longer places of play. So hopefully things will pan out and we'll get the quality gameplay that we deserve for online Dragon Ball Fighterz. We finally get to Sunday. Sunday is reveal day. Sunday is the day where everything starts coming out. You name it, and it's coming out. So let's start off in the morning time. SNK has their KOF finals. We get a big KOF reveal with the reveal of the Team Awaken Orochi coming out tomorrow, which is at this point August 8th, which has already happened. So they're out now. Team Awaken Orochi's out now. They reveal the next team to come out, which is Team Samurai, which is Haomaru, Nakaruru, and Darly Dagger from Samurai Shodown. Hence why I think the Samurai Shodown community is probably going to get an influx of players because they see those and they're going to be like, oh, I want to play the game that they come from because they're cool. Makes complete sense. Then they announced a roadmap that there would be more characters coming in the future for KOF15. Also, crossplay got revealed. So crossplay is going to be happening for KOF15, which is fantastic. Help to alleviate some of the matchmaking issues because there will be another update later for the game this month. Oh, and did I mention that the cross map for the game features 2 new characters already revealed with Shingo and you can hear it in my voice, Kim Kafwan. My favorite SNK character, Kim, is back, and I can't be more ecstatic. I don't care what he looks like. I love that character so friggin' much. He is literally my favorite King of Fighters character, my favorite SNK fighting game character. And it just makes me happy. I finally have the missing piece of the puzzle that makes me say, this is the definitive character on every team I have. And I think, really, right now, the amount of people that I have in that game are really good because Blue Mary is there, Bijane is there, Kim's coming. I am beyond happy. I feel like I've got my team. I feel like I've got my team in my happy place right now. So I'm really excited for that. So yeah, that was really great. Oh, and a small little tidbit. They announced that they're working on a new Garo. That's right. If you know Garo, Mark of the Wolves, Garo is coming back. The project was just greenlit. So all they have is art. All they have is an art piece that says it'll be coming. But fucking A, we're so excited. I can't be more excited. Garou is like the Third Strike equivalent of an SNK fighting game. Came out around the same time span, roughly, and it was basically like this beautiful game, beautiful graphics, a different parry system called the Just Defend, and just so much style to it. It was just like peak SNK fighting. And then they kind of like slipped back into their like King of Fighters groove because that one did better. But man, Garou was something special, and people hold that game very near and dear to them, so I can't wait to see where this one will go. The next game to come out is going to be Tekken 7, if I'm correct. So Tekken 7 has their grand finals, and it is a spectacular top 8, really great. And we're all like, are we going to get Tekken 8? No. We won't hear Tekken 8 come out of our mouths. So here's this video. It's an announcement for the Tekken World Tour. Woo! It's going to be back in Amsterdam, but there is a Tekken 7 update. Now, a lot of us probably would have just liked or even assumed that they'd be doing some sort of network update to the video game itself because the network matchmaking for Tekken 7 has not been the best in the world. But this update to change the gameplay again and how new moves, characters, stage interactions, things like that work is going to be phenomenal, and I can't wait to see how that develops. And I believe the free update for that is coming out later this month in August as well. And then right at the end, they kind of hit us with this debate where they show off the Kazuya ending to Tekken 1, but it transitions into what appears to be Tekken 8, where it says get ready, and it's Kazuya Mishima, but nothing else after that. So this is where the speculation starts hitting. Is it Tekken 8? Is it Tekken Tag 3? Is it a remastered Tekken 1? Who knows at this point what it actually is? What we do know is that this is some new Tekken. Something new from Tekken, not the anime, some new video game, and it's looking completely different. We just don't have any information. And to sprinkle even more salt into your sugar, immediately after that, the Game Awards retweeted it. I believe Jeff Keighley retweeted it. So many people retweeted it. So hopefully, over the next few weeks, next few months, we're going to get some information. I wouldn't be shocked if we get information or a new trailer at Game Awards for Tekken 8. So keep your fingers crossed and your eyes peeled for that. Street Fighter Top 8 comes up. We're already way behind schedule. And let me tell you, Street Fighter 5 did not disappoint in potentially its final year at Evo. And we get the newest trailer from Street Fighter 6. The first announcement came a little earlier that week, but I feel like they had to mention it again, so I'm going to mention it now. The in-game announcers also received Tasty Steve and James Chen, so it's really awesome. Two pillars of the community who have just been holding it down for years are actually going to be in the game, lending their voice and talents to create a different experience, a unique experience for Street Fighter 6. It's going to be really cool. But then they revealed the characters. They finally showed off Kimberly, a Bushinryu student who basically kind of interjected her way into learning the arts of Bushinryu. And she has so much charisma, so much style, and her animations and character design look phenomenal. And then Juri Han is back, and I know how much you people love Juri and her feet, because some of you are weird, but she looks good nonetheless. The Damimami is going to literally step on anyone, any way possible. They showed off a new stage. Street Fighter 6 is just looking better and better as time goes on. This is going to be the next big polished game, and Capcom's the forerunner for it, and I think they realized their mistakes with Street Fighter 5, and they're capitalizing on how to like really hammer home that we make Street Fighter, we make one of the most popular fighting games around, and this is going to be it. Street Fighter 6 is probably going to be one of those big tentpole games for them that they haven't had in a while. This is going to be probably as big, if not a little bit less, than Street Fighter 4, because people are going to see that and they're like, whoa, that's crazy looking, that's different, and they're going to gravitate to it because it's going to be good for newcomers and it's going to be good for fans alike, and I can't wait to play more of it. Finally, the show concludes with Guilty Gear Strive, and the first thing that happens is they give us a 1-year anniversary music video that is phenomenal, by the way. Beautiful. That kind of like shows a little bit of Guilty Gear lore, so bad guy doing stuff, Kai Kisuke, see some justice. It's really entertaining. It's very, very good. I highly implore you to watch the entire thing if you haven't. Just sit back and relax because it's a nice little ride. It's a thank you for the 1-year anniversary of Strive. They also sold over 1 million copies of Strive, so congrats to them. And then we get a new character reveal that also just released August 8th. Bridget is back, and I'm saying she. I understand that it was prior to today when I'm recording this, revealed as that Bridget is a boy, he. No, Bridget is transgender, and in the game, they want to be recognized as a girl. So Bridget, she looks really good. Her gameplay, very fun, lots of options, lots of creativity. She is the spark that is making me want to play that character in Strive because she kind of hits a lot of notes that I want for other characters. So she was the most requested character in Japan. She's here now. And their season pass features, I believe, 3 more characters on top of that. So hoping for the best for Guilty Gear Strive because Guilty Gear Strive is a pretty solid game. And I think it just needs a shot in the arm of like an adrenaline boost. Something to reinvigorate the audience that it has and bring people back in that have not played or stopped playing. So here's to that. And of course, Evo then ends. You're all free now. And that was Evo 22 in a nutshell. I know I just kind of like rambled for roughly 19 minutes because it is so much to talk about. So many trailers, so much news, so many screenshots, so many perspectives to kind of hit. And I just want to like make note that I'm very happy to see Evo back as just a spectator, not even a player, just a spectator. It's really good to see Evo come back because it's just been too long. It's been too long, and you really feel like the genuine community that Evo has, and it's like a big deal. Evo is literally just fighting game E3. It's where everybody that loves fighting games comes to get together. They have a friendly competition. They have support and love for just tons of community events. And I know there was a lot of main stage games that I've talked about. Mortal Kombat 11 was there, but there was no big announcements from them. There was Melty Blood, Mortal Kombat, Granblue Fantasy Versus, Skullgirls. Guilty Gear, Strive, Street Fighter, Tekken, and King of Fighters. I believe that was the entire roster. And then on top of that, there was Vortex Gallery doing just the Lord's work, essentially, with everything else that couldn't be included, from DNF Duel to Street Fighter Alpha to Catherine, Gundam Extreme versus Maxi Boost on. You name it, there was probably a tournament for it there. Marvel 3 was there, Marvel Infinite, Accent Core Plus R. I'm pretty sure I could continue to go on, but it's really great having an event like that because it is the flagship event and one of the biggest fighting game events that can possibly happen. And I'm very happy that it's back in its full form. New management, new production values, everything looked great. People sound like they had a good time, even through this situation where they had to be masked up, vaxxed up, but hey, the water was free. And it's just so much that could possibly go wrong. It seems like it did go well, so I'm very happy that it's back. And I hope to attend EVO next year or sometime in the near future, just to go as a spectator, to be there to see everything and kind of enjoy it. So thank you, EVO, and thank you guys. What was your favorite thing that was announced or happened at EVO 22 this weekend, or recently, depending on when you're watching it? And let us know in the comments below, because there was so much, and just wow. My name's iChrisPanda, and I will catch you guys in the next video.